Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to part 15 of the Pokemon Violet series. I am joined by my friend David. Say hello to the people.
Good everyone, Miguel for here, and like Miguel said, we're back here, and as you can see, this is the part where he goes down to area 0, so he's doing the post game.
First of all, this isn't post-game, and second, people swear this is one of the best parts of the game, but when you look back at it, it's mostly a walking simulator with 3 battles in it. Well,
See, see. Here's the thing, Miguel. I legit do not take any more opinions from you than you said this is the worst story ever. So
I
your
didn't say it's
opinion
the worst
or just
story ever. I
no.
said it's one of the weakest
Yeah, you
stories.
did.
Not ever, just in
Wait,
Pokemon.
okay, well, either way, you're still wrong. So your opinions don't know to me.
Okay? Then what makes this story
And,
good?
and
I'm talking specifically
I
the
know
Area Zero stuff, because we didn't talk about that yet.
no, we're talking about everything in general. We're talking about this whole game story this week in general.
Okay?
And which is just straight up wrong. Everything about this game is and like especially how I'm still mad that you said that you prefer freaking Abness over Nimona. What the hell is wrong with you?
You're still hung up about that? That was over a week
Yes,
ago.
I am.
That was over a
Well,
week ago.
I'm still hung up about it because it makes no sense. You prefer that bratty bitch over over Nimona.
Yes. I don't see the issue here.
Are you a sociopath?
No.
You're you sure about that?
I am 100% sure that I am not a sociopath.
How can you? Okay, I don't understand why. Why do you prefer Abness over Nimona?
Because at least Abness has funnier scenes. And she's voice
No,
acted.
they're not. Okay, the voice acting fine, but Abness is not funny. She's a pain. Every time she speaks, I want to kill her.
Okay, fine. At least you have to admit that her design is cute. You
So
can't...
Nimona!
How? She looks nice, but she's not cute, you know? There's a difference.
Apparently, it's pretty subjective to people, or whatever the word
Did
is.
you say to you people? Who's you?
I never said you. I just said
Oh.
to people.
Oh, my bad. I misheard
At least,
you.
at least I hope I didn't say that.
It's like, you people? What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, that's not what I want.
Yeah. Okay, this scene right here is just a walking simulator featuring 4 battles. And it honestly kind of reminds me of those movie games. You know, like, how do I put it? You ever played Heavy Rain?
No.
Okay. Did you play God of War Ragnarok?
I've been meaning to get it. I only have the other God of War.
Okay, well, God of War Ragnarok has sections where all you're doing is walking in a somewhat straight line. There's a bit of curves, but that's pretty much it. Or you're rowing a boat, but you're only rowing the boat and nothing else. That's what this scene feels like. Yes, there is some Pokemon battles, but one, the camera is awful during those Pokemon battles. In fact, during some of them, you can't even see your own team members. And 2, outside of those Pokemon battles, this Area Zero location lags the game like awful. Now, thankfully, this is post-patch, so the other 3 trainers, Arvin, Nimona, and Penny, aren't gonna bug out like they did during my first playthrough.
Huh. I never had that happen to me when I was playing.
Well, apparently a lot of things didn't happen to you during your playthrough.
I guess I was just lucky.
Probably, honestly. Because it wasn't just me. I went and saw other playthroughs, and they all had similar things happen. Okay, so if you pay attention during this little cutscene here, Nimona teleports at one point. It's very brief, but her model does just get moved. Arvin gets up. Okay, that's pretty normal. Then Nimona gets up.
Okay.
And then when Penny goes up, you'll notice that it's all just fine. But then it cuts to your trainer character. But then it cuts to your trainer character, and you see Nimona just teleported in. Yeah.
I just saw. Okay.
And technically, it happens with Arvin, but the thing is, it takes much less time for that transition, so it's harder to notice it. Also, there is no way that Arvin carried us like that and that our main character was smiling during that. I'm sorry. That is so spooky. And friction could have made Arvin fall off, but that's... At that point, we're getting semantic. Well, we're getting to the point of nitpicking semantics, but you get the point.
Right.
This section, Area 0. Well, I gotta give credit where credit is due. The trees are definitely better than Sword and Shield. What about you?
Yeah, I'll agree on that.
So do you like the Area 0 section?
Yes, I actually do. It's like if the wild then was more, wasn't just open and plain. It was more diverse in its surrounding. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess through elevation, but isn't the whole thing just green and then at the end it becomes a purple cave?
Well, yeah, but still better than just all green.
Okay, I'll give it that. Finally, we ran out of things to say about this game.
I mean, well, I'm going to talk about the DLC, but we don't know much to talk about, and you don't even know about it.
No, I don't. I mean, you could tell me about the DLC. Try to sell me on it. Convince me to pay $35 for it. But how good of a salesman are you? That's the question.
Probably a terrible one, that I can say for sure. So...
Look at those Pokemon just spawn in.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw. Very quiet here. I'm not talking about just like the game too. Only that brief music. Yeah, that's a big battle moss. And did the music just?
Did the music
okay?
What?
Oh no! Oh my god! That's just how it is. The track for this.
Yeah. Look at that Fearow. I think it's a Fearow. Raichu pops in. Man. You know, if the whole game was something like this, where you had these 3 trainers with you from beginning to end, and it was a party of 4, and they could help you out during certain battles, that would be cool. But the fact that it's limited only to this one section really hinders the experience. It feels like a tech demo.
What the Frostmoth doing in the snow?
I don't know, shoddy programming, I guess, or just poor placement. At this point, I think we can both agree that this game isn't programmed very well.
I guess.
There's Corviknight.
Wait. Was that a shiny Corviknight? Or was that just regular?
It was a shiny Corviknight, but I don't care. I'm never touching this game again.
You missed the shiny Corviknight! What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't care!
Okay, why? Okay, I don't care about the game. It's a shiny!
I guess if Generation 10 comes out on the Switch, I'll regret it, but I doubt it. And Generation 10 would have to be good.
What the heck are you talking about?
If I could transfer it up, it'd be cool, but this specific game, I'm probably not touching it again.
Why does that matter? It's a shiny!
You're like... You don't watch Brain Scratch, but there was a scene where they were recording Leaf Green, and the player, Johnny, he found a shiny Tentacool, but he just ran away, and one of the commentators, Ted, just kept bitching at him. But in that case, John was saying, it's an emulator, who cares?
Ted, you're annoying.
Oh, sorry.
What the hell? What?
Oh
what?
my god,
what?
shiny!
What?
Shiny!
What?
Oh,
Personally,
no.
I don't see what the I don't really see what the hype is. It's just green instead of red.
Rolling up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It was a tentacle. I have no interest. I don't like tentacle. It's shiny.
It's an emulator.
It's just gonna sit there. You catch it anyway.
It's that sort of mentality.
Well, this guy sounds like an idiot. Sounds like you are right now. It's a shiny. Why would you let a shiny walk by?
Who cares? I'm not gonna use it.
Everyone, any rational person would care. You don't care? Like, I call it shiny soul rock in my I call it shiny soul rock in my in my story playthrough, I never got to use it, but I still caught it because it's shiny.
Well, I'm assuming you actually played through that game more than once, or at the very least you transferred stuff over, right?
Not really, no. The place is still it's still in sword, and it's still there. But it's a shiny. Who cares?
Exactly. Who cares? It doesn't
No, who
affect the
cares about
story
what
in
you
any
say?
way.
No, who cares what you say about whether we playing the game or not? It's a shiny. Once you see a shiny, you always need to catch it. Otherwise, you're an idiot. But then again, you're already proven with this game.
David, you do realize that shinies can be hacked, right? They have lost their value overall. It's kind of
That's
like
why natural shiny. That's why natural shinies are rare and meant to be valued.
they're meant to be valued, but at the end of the day, it's just a game. It doesn't have any real world
Oh my
purpose.
god, dude! I don't give a fucking damn about the argument. Just the game. Blah blah blah. Oof! I don't care. Even it's a game. If it makes me feel stuff, make me feel like this, and it's a good game.
Congratulations, you enjoyed it.
God. It's gonna be for the last 2 episodes, just me raging at you for doing stuff.
Look, I don't even understand why you're so mad. You're not even the one playing this game. This isn't your file.
You let a shiny go. I don't know why you would do. Okay. Okay.
It's
Calm
not
down.
even your file.
Just calm down. It still irritates me to no end.
Ugh. Yeah, that's why I do it in English.
What?
But admittedly, what this allowed me to do was, well, not me to do. What this allowed you to do was give you some time to calm down before something else on screen started to piss you off.
Which will probably be soon. Knowing you.
Knowing me.
Oh, like me and you, it just stuff just happened to make me rage a lot.
I just.
Such as what happened in fucking Megan. I feel bad about that.
That was a really close one, actually.
You gave me hope and you killed it, you asshole.
How dare I want to win in a race?
You went pending. My throat hurts.
Are you okay? Are you? Do you have a cold
Yeah,
or something?
just sorry from all the screaming.
It hasn't even been 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. Okay, no problem.
Look at that, a regular Corviknight.
And I don't get it.
Those ones you can ignore. Shinies on the other end.
Ooh. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that rock thingy just pop in and cause slowdown.
Okay, yeah, the pop in for this game is not the best. I'll admit that.
You know,
Yeah, I've been meaning that for a long. Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, we're here at the next base.
Yep.
Hey, I agree with how the area they one of the most interesting stories because we're seeing stuff that happened like it looks ancient that like this learning mysteries about this game about this area that have been building up the entire time and now we finally see it.
I mean,
And
yeah.
now we get to see boom the paradox.
Okay, yeah, I'll admit when I saw this, when I just called it a robot Delibird, I thought it was pretty neat. But at the end of the day, it's just another Pokemon with a reskin, just a really good reskin. I know they changed moveset statistics and all of that, but it's just another Pokemon.
Isn't even a no. It's based off of Delibird,
Yeah,
but it's
not a
completely
reskin.
different model.
That's why I stopped myself.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, it's just another Pokemon. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I like
cool looking Pokemon.
I like the Chrome design. I have to give it that. But that's about it. This guy's called Tatsuno Tsutsumi in Japanese. This guy, I don't remember his English name at all.
Iron Bundle.
Iron Bundle, got it.
Here's the thing about all the future Paradox Pokemon. They all have iron in the name.
Well, yeah, that's what
Iron Bundle, Iron Hand, Iron Thorn.
they have the same thing in Japanese. Tatsuno is the thing in front of all of them.
Yeah, okay.
See, where are my Pokemon? This isn't an issue with FreeCam. I can't move the camera here. That looked horrible.
That's so weird. That is so weird.
I don't think this one was just me though, because I saw other playthroughs and they had the exact same issue. Their Pokemon wouldn't appear there. I don't know. This is probably our most, how should I put it, laid back commentary of this series because
For the most part, I mean, you saw what happened in the what you saw what happened in the beginning.
well, yeah, the beginning, but if you go back and watch every episode, there's one moment where you rage in all of them, except for episode 5, where we have a rational adult conversation for the most part.
I guess.
Yeah. 普通のポケモンと違う。普通のポケモンと同じ。She's asking, what do you think? And I'm saying it's a different kind of Pokemon. It's not typical.
Right. Well, and we always think at least until most of it is explained in the end, which kind of makes things a bit more confusing with the paradox Pokemon.
I guess.
Did we already explain? Did we already talk about that already in this commentary or not yet?
I don't even know. If you want to talk about it, go for it.
Okay, so those who don't know, it's kind of real bit somewhere in the end that the paradox Pokemon technically aren't from the future or past. I don't exactly remember for certain how, but apparently those supposed to be based off like imagination or something.
Yeah, it's based
strange.
off the journal that you can find in the school.
Yeah, like the journals that come to life.
Yeah. I do know something about the DLC. I heard about the Synchro machine, which allows you to play as your Pokemon. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Synchro machine.
so the fact that there's
which is
a
actually pretty
Synchro
awesome.
machine, and we ride motorcycles, but we don't get Pokemon battles on motorcycles, is the biggest missed opportunity of this game.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. This could have been the coolest thing in all of Pokemon. It really could have.
Yeah. Hopefully next in Gen 10 they can fix this all up.
What they need for Gen 10 is better hardware and someone to teach them optimization.
Well, or the Switch 2.
Yeah, that's better hardware, but we also need optimization. They've emulated Sword and Shield on PCs, and you still need a pretty good PC to run it moderately well. Because this game is optimized horribly. And honestly, I remember when they first ported this thing to the Steam Deck, the poor thing couldn't even run the game. It just booted up a black screen. It wasn't until modders went in and fixed the damn thing. Meanwhile, all the other Pokemon Switch games loaded in pretty easily. But not this one. No. Because they do that thing where the entire game is loaded. Well, not the entire game, but all of the water is loaded, and it causes horrible slowdown in certain moments.
Okay, here's what I want to know. How come this game can be bug in look weird in an open world, but yet Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom look great?
Because, well, let me put it this way. Nintendo, the big Nintendo studio works on 2 projects. They work on Mario and Zelda. These are the big budget. They have the massive, like, 1,000-person team working on it, and they had 6 years to make it. This game was made, like, right after Legends Arceus, with a little bit of time prior going into development of the game. They have a team of less than 200 people, and they have next to no time because they had to sync up with the anime and manga. And even the poor manga writers, those poor guys actually can't keep up anymore. They are so behind the actual series that by the time the DLC came out, they were barely at the start of Violet. That is how fast the anime and cards move. And because of that, the two less successful properties of the series, that being the games and the manga, even though they do make a lot of money, they don't make as much as the cards or the anime, specifically through merchandising. They
games are less successful.
Yeah, the merchandise is the biggest money maker for Pokemon. The merchandise and Pokemon Go. That's what makes the most money. The mobile market for the mobile market for gaming is the most lucrative market in all of gaming. It's not PC, it's not console, it's mobile. Mobile makes more money than any other platform. So if you notice, Pokemon Masters EX, for example, actually has voice acting because they actually give a
Yeah.
shit about that.
Yeah, I know. I played the game. I played the game.
Yeah, because they make more money off Masters EX, for example, than they ever will off of the main series. For one game by comparison.
Hold on. What just happened there?
An example of horrible programming. That's what it is.
You weren't even near the draft parade.
I know, this game is programmed horribly. I just wanted to show that off. Because it was funny.
You did it on purpose. Oh, right. I forgot you called out wild battles.
I normally cut out wild battles, but I said to myself, what the hell happened there?
Yeah, okay. That was strange.
Yeah. So, the difference is how these games were developed. Tears of the Kingdom was Nintendo's first party. This is the Nintendo guys. This is Tezuka and the people who work for the big party Nintendo projects. But Pokemon is not even Nintendo first party, it's Nintendo second party. Because the Pokemon Company is 1/3 owned by Nintendo, along with Creatures Inc. and Game Freak. Which is why, even though they primarily develop for Nintendo hardware, it's not a Nintendo game. And because of that, they don't have the Nintendo resources. So they struggle more. And if you really think about it, that's just bad decision making at that point, because they could divulge some of those funds to the game, but they won't do it because the games don't make as much money as Masters EX, for example, or any merchandise. If you want to know where the money is in Pokemon, it's the phones and plushies. I shit you not. So does that make sense?
I guess.
Yeah.
What do they even mean second party? I know first party game and third party game, but a second party. What a second party game?
Second party games means you work directly under the main studio, but you're not actually that studio. You play Metroid, right?
No.
Okay.
But I know about it.
Okay. Samus would technically be a second party bounty hunter to the Federation. Because she doesn't work for the Federation, but she practically does, considering she works under them for a lot of their missions.
Okay.
Now, as for why it looks the way it does and runs the way it does, I honestly couldn't tell you. This is still a AAA studio.
I'm just gonna pin it down as once again, people not giving it enough time. The game was rushed.
But at the same time, though, rushed games can still be good. Halo 2 was a rush job.
Sonic Frontier.
Sonic Frontiers actually wasn't a rush job. That game was 5 years.
Oh.
The issue with Frontiers was they didn't have the manpower. They only had 60 people. What?
Nothing. Just the people and still look a lot better. That's something.
I mean, yeah, but admittedly, 5 years definitely helps.
I guess.
That transition was horrible. If you pay attention closely, Nemona's feet actually clip into the rocks.
Huh. Didn't notice that. Iron Treads!
Arvin, player character. Both of you have already seen this guy. Why are you two shocked?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good question.
It doesn't make sense. Whoa, I want to see my Pokemon. Oh wait, the game won't let me. This is a fixed camera.
You can't move it?
Nope, this is a fixed camera.
Dang.
I can't even see a lot of. I can't see a lot of things.
Wait, someone get God of War and Flame Wheel.
That's not Flame Wheel.
Oh, Mythical Fire then?
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead.
Ooh, I lose a Pokemon, but I can heal it in the building, so it doesn't matter. It's basic stuff, okay? I can forgive the graphics being shoddy if they actually did something with their camera work and they used it for more artistic direction. But here, it just seems like they put the models in, but didn't think too much about cinematics, with one exception in the previous episode.
I guess. Gotta admit though, like with Sonic, the music here is pretty neat, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. I will say I like the music, but one thing I won't do in like commentary videos is directly say like the music is good or the music is bad, because everyone has different taste in music. But I do
So
agree.
what you can't you don't want to share your opinion on the music?
I've given my opinion just now. I like the music, but that's about it. But I wouldn't just say the music is good or the music is bad,
Why not?
because people are allowed to like different things.
Okay, yeah, and so are you. You're allowed to like it too, so you can say it's good.
Yeah, I like the
I
music.
really don't understand what point you're making.
I think it has more to do with just how I think about my commentaries versus what you think about your commentary. Because if you notice, our commentary style, the two of us, is vastly different. You definitely allow your emotion to show more, and I respect that. I really do.
Well, yeah, if I'm gonna play something and show it off, I want to show how I am with it, how I truly feel about it. But you play like a robot. No offense.
I'm not offended by it. Well, in defense of my commentary style, also that's slowdown, by the way. In defense of my commentary style, you'll notice that I actually do show my emotions when I actually am forced to think about how to do something. If you watched my Frontier streams, which did you, by the way?
I do.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, when that went down and I was fighting the Master King for 22 hours, by the way, I had to cut it up throughout multiple days. Man, my emotions showed through, okay? Because that was challenge. That's what I wanted to see. I was on extreme difficulty. I wanted it to be hard. Yes! I set aside like 6 hours of time. I have some free time, but I can actually just use it to study. I'm not gonna lie. Probably what I'm gonna do. I did it! Yes! That was so fun, actually. But here, where I don't even think about most of the battles anymore, it's harder to get sentimental or emotional in that way. If you watch my Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke, where I'm playing it and you see me playing it super technically and I'm thinking through all of my plays before making them and I'm planning things out steps in advance, you'll notice that I'm smiling, that I'm happy for most of that. But here, this game just doesn't have that. It doesn't have that challenge. Again, I'm not talking ROM hack. I'm talking just like 3rd and 4th generation Pokemon challenge. One thing I implore you to do is either look for a working copy of an N64 of Majora's Mask, or emulate it. I don't care. Just play the original Majora's Mask. Don't play the Switch version. It has too many issues. But play the original Majora's Mask in any ways, and you'll realize that like, these more old school games, even the puzzle sections were brain teasers. They were real brain teasers. And it's not just the puzzle section, but even the combat. Don't get me wrong, Zelda combat, especially in Majora's Mask, isn't anything ridiculous. But you actually have to be attentive. Or, you know, you can go finish your Platinum Nuzlocke, David, and you'll realize that the combat in those older Pokemon games were much more involved than they are here.
I see. You know, I don't think. Wait, is that Dunsparce? Oh no, that's a Dunsparce.
What were you gonna say? You don't.
No,
Play...
you know, I don't think I've ever played in a traditional Zelda game. I think the only one I remember playing were Hyrule Warriors, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, then play either
I've been
Ocarina of Time or Zelda
I've
1.
been I've been meaning to get Skyward Sword.
That one's
I heard a
good.
lot about that game.
That one's nice.
And is it where you grind?
Well, honestly, I just wanted to see the level cap. So, not the level cap. I just wanted to see the average level. And then I just fell in love with my number going up, so I kept doing it.
I see.
You see,
you
I'm
were
someone
saying?
who likes grinding in a video game. I really recommend that you play either Ocarina of Time, which is the highest rated game of all time, or Zelda 1 for that true, like, old school Zelda challenge. And then you'll see why I praise those games a lot more than I do a lot of modern games.
The only thing I'm going to need like a better PC because
Well,
I don't think my laptop can emulate those.
your laptop can definitely emulate Zelda 1. If you can emulate Pokemon, you can emulate Zelda 1, a game from the 80s.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Albeit, I should note that Zelda 1 is hard enough that I do recommend you use a guide. Because I realized that looking... This is no disrespect to you. This is just me thinking about it on a more technical level. I think that at your skill level, like, no disrespect, I think you would need a guide for your first playthrough of Zelda 1.
I see.
Yeah, that game was pretty hard. Soundtrack is fire, though. The soundtrack in Zelda 1 is super good. It's one of the few 8-bit soundtracks I actually listen to. Why does the building tilt? Look at that, it's tilting. But we're still...
I think we're looking to the perspective of a camera.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. Also, if you noticed, I finally got battle items.
Yeah, I saw. You gotta. Actually, was that a British shield in the Emperor's?
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
The walking animation failed to load.
Yeah. You can't leave yet.
I forgot.
I guess.
I gotta admit,
But
what?
also, you gotta admit, it was kind of ominous how the music just stopped and it was just the beeping.
It is quite ominous, I'll give it that.
Like, I imagine what if here it was there when the evil Elite Four would have attacked.
Ah, man, don't remind me. Ah.
Up too late. I'm bringing it back up.
It's fine. It gives us something to talk about.
I'm just saying that evil Elite Four plot idea has some potential.
Oh my god, the slowdown here. Do you see that?
Yep. Okay, even though the game has some problems, you gotta admit here, this part of Area Zero looks incredible with all the crystals and such, right?
Like, I mean, for Pokemon standards, yeah, this looks great. But then I just think of... You never played Sonic and the Secret Rings, right?
No.
There's a level called Night Palace, and it's literally this, but it looks super cool.
Where could this be?
Okay, it's got crystals everywhere, it's got beautiful stars. It's also a kick-ass palace at some point. You fly on a magic carpet. Aw, man. That game controls terribly, but when you actually get good at it, it's so cool.
Okay.
And now we're at the level of the professor.
In the 60?
He's in 68
Except
plus.
for your Lucario.
Well, of course, Lucario's goated.
Does he still obey you?
Yeah, I have all the gym badges and I beat the Elite Four.
Oh, true.
He obeyed me during the Elite Four.
I wonder what one explanation to get for why some Pokemon don't follow you to a high level. You don't have enough badges.
Oh, they never explain it in the game, but the manga explains that the gym badges send out radio waves that prevent Pokemon from disobeying people who have them.
That's
It's literally torture for them
interesting.
to disobey.
Yike. That is wow. Maybe N was right.
Well, N was right. Getz's was wrong, though.
Oh yeah, that's why it's N, not Getzer.
I guess.
That's nothing plasma.
Yeah. Although, did you remember when PETA, the actual organization, came out in support of Team Plasma from Pokemon?
No, wait, they actually did that?
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god.
And you could tell that none of those fucks ever played the game.
Yeah, obviously. I was always confused on Getz's plan. Like,
He wanted
so he
he wanted everyone to release
Yeah,
their Pokemon so that only he would have Pokemon so he could take over the entire world. Effectively, it's what gun control lobbyists try to do. They want to disarm the populace so that they can control the world through militant force.
Okay. Anyways, that's it.
Have a nice day, ladies and gentlemen.
Fair enough.